circle in a spiral, like a wheel within a wheel, never ending or beginning, like the circles that you find in the windmills of your mind.
Visit StogieGeeks.com/Debonaire for a list of retailers who carry Debonaire cigars. Buy some today and get a little more Debonaire. Welcome back, everyone, to the Stogie Geeks Show. This is our Debonaire Ideal segment for this evening. Will, you wanted to talk about swag.
Yeah.
What were you thinking about swag? I mean, I love free swag. It's great. Don't get me wrong. Where were you going with this?
Well,
I'm very curious.
Yeah, I wanted to talk a little about maybe some of the types of swag that we've seen that maybe is a little different. You know, we all get the T-shirts. We all get,
Lighters and cutters.
Hats.
Hats.
Ashtrays.
But what are some like different types of swag that have kind of been things that you normally wouldn't get that you've gotten at, from cigars, events?
I like the Avo travel humidor that's also a Bluetooth speaker. That was
cool.
different. Yeah,
that's cool.
It's different, right? It's cool.
Yep. I thought, I remember when I got that, I managed to get you another one with that, which is just really, really, really cool.
I thought one thing that that Jack and I used to work together at Tarano, that we did was the pint glasses. Those
Glasses, the unbreakable pint glasses.
I tell you what,
those are very
cool.
people, as much as like you wouldn't go to the store and buy glasses, and it's kind of like you get glasses as a gift, you're kind of like, sometimes, right? I mean, this is a special kind of glass. We did glasses once for my other show, and I mean, they sold like hotcakes.
Yeah,
we brought them to a conference, and it was like gone.
Real cool
the kegerator.
glass that felt like glass, but it was unbreakable, and
Oh yeah, I got my sister unbreakable wine glasses.
Nobody would
for
believe
Christmas.
it, and we'd be
just smashing
hitting
them
it
on the
with
ground.
golf clubs. Yeah.
Yeah, that is good. Did it have a logo on it, or?
Yeah, it had
Yeah.
the Tarano logo on the one side.
I
and
got a
then the
shitload of
slogan.
them left. I guess.
I got a bunch in my cabinet at home.
Now I want to try and break it. Now, it's on, right? Yeah, I mean, it's
The Gurkha
important.
knives. The
yeah,
Gurkha
the Gurkha
knives
knives,
is unique.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
Gurkha knives. It's important to put your brand on the swag, though.
Absolutely.
And I've seen it not as prominent in other things. Like, Will, we got that Davidoff shaker, right?
Yep.
And it's just, I find it's really hard to see the logo. Like, I was making martinis before our other show, and I'm like, this is my Davidoff shaker. I'm like, but it's kind of hard to see, like, the logo. You guys want martinis now? Is that what you're saying?
They got nachos in the other room. They got martinis.
Nachos.
Yeah.
But I think it's super important that your logo or branding be very prominent on the swag,
Absolutely.
and that can kind of lose focus. And I, in the security world, right, we'll do not we, but and other vendors will do swords. And you see like these lightsaber or plastic samurai swords, and like everyone's like, those are either they're really cool because like I want one to put in my cubicle,
And you like having sword fights.
yes, absolutely, with my kids. Or
With your
people be like, I
with
want to
your
go get
Jedi
that.
training.
Yes. I want to go get that for my kids, right? And everyone will just get one and then give them to their kids, and like you never really pay attention to
Well,
like,
at the end
the
of
small little logo on the handle that says whatever.
at the
Which
end
gets worn
of
off.
at the end of the Tarano era, there I was working on swag for your wife. That you go to a cigar shop, you leave the wife at home. What if you could bring her back something nice?
Right.
And it
The
wouldn't
problem is
be
what-
so logoed. It would be
subtle.
a real nice tote, a real nice something, quality. The problem is that the quality totes that I was finding were
expensive.
$40, $50.
Yeah.
And I just wanted it to have like the Tarano, just a very subtle
Subtle,
shield,
yeah.
something that they would use. And then the husband could come home and say, look, I got you a
something.
gift.
Right.
And by the
back
way,
something.
it came with a $125 box of cigars. So
And the wife would be like,
Soften
it's not,
the
but it's
blow.
not
But
Louis
just
Vuitton.
focus
I don't
on-
want
But
it.
just
Soften the
focus on the
blow.
tote.
yeah.
So, Will, what about the regular swag?
That was actually my wife's idea, by the way, the tote. So.
That's a pretty good
I
idea.
figured. That's what I figured.
It was really Jack's idea.
I mean,
I have one.
do you hold off buying an ashtray or a lighter because you're probably going to get something as free swag? I think a lot of people do.
I think you should.
I
There's
mean,
a lot of that.
Who
in
buys an
circulation.
ashtray?
but if you're buying enough cigars, okay, I would say you probably don't need to buy an ashtray, lighter, or cutter.
Exactly.
I'll take cutter out of that because there's. But I say lighter and yeah. I mean, in general, the ashtrays. But if you're a casual smoker, there's some really good products out there. To get. Maybe you're not a box cigar smoker and you're not going to make box purchases.
But I want to bring this back to being debonair, and I've done this a lot. I mean, doing the show, we get a lot of swag from various manufacturers. I can only use so many ashtrays, cutters, and lighters. I'll give it to someone who maybe doesn't buy a lot of cigars and is like, I don't have an ashtray for my man cave or whatever.
Absolutely.
I'm like, here you go, dude, have an ashtray. Right. And I want to encourage people to share it. Like if you get a good amount of swag, from whatever event, give it to your buddy or whatever. Share it.
It's kind of funny. We just did a contest where I gave away a 5-pack, a slider bag with five of our cigars, and the guy that won, I put the request into the shipping and at the office and left, and he understood five packs, and sent the guy. And the next thing I know, right before the end of the year, the guy's putting on Facebook, Duran Cigars was so generous, they said. And my response was, listen, it was a mistake.
Oops.
You should have your own little contest
and share.
And I think he was. Yeah, pay it forward.
Right,
you were the beneficiary of a shipping mistake.
Yeah.
Pay it forward.
Right.
So
right.
and the guy was, to his credit, he was. It was pretty cool.
And Will and I do a fair amount of that. Not so much with cigars though. Sometimes people will send either Will or I some fabulous cigars, and sometimes they just don't make it to Will. I don't know what happens. It's a shipping mistake in the other kind of direction.
And it's happened the other way.
It's happened the other way too. Sometimes Will, the cigars never make it to me. We don't know what happens. There's a bookkeeping accounting error that is floating around here at the Stogie Geeks
somewhere
with cigars.
Somewhere.
Yeah, swag we share.
It's in an undisclosed location.
It was funny because I went to the Davidoff dinner at IPCPR, and they gave out those cocktail shakers. And I was like going to Paul. I said, Paul, I got one of these. Do you want it? Yes, send it to me. I didn't get to finish my sentence, right?
We could always use shakers, man.
Little did he know I kept, but so he gets
I used it because I made a blueberry martini.
So wait,
for
this
my
is the
friend,
best.
and I didn't want to make my martini like in the same one, and I didn't really feel like washing it, so I used another shaker to make my dirty martini.
Nice.
So it came in handy well.
But here was the best
martini thing again.
But do you remember the best part? What was missing from that?
You kept the cigars.
I kept the cigars. He's like, there's something missing from you. I'm like, oh, yeah, there was some cigars. I kept them.
Oh, they only sent a shaker.
I don't know what happened to the cigars.
Here. What are these for? I'm like, oh, yeah, I kept the cigars. I only said I was giving you a shaker.
Yeah, it's all good fun. It's kind of the same thing to deviate a little from swag. There's the whole, bombing people. Just sending
That's really
a random
big
person.
out there.
It is.
The bombs are.
And I think that's really cool. I think it kind of speaks to what we were talking about before, going to a cigar shop and making friends. I think it really kind of speaks to the culture that we have here.
And there's some guys out there that are pretty damn generous with their bombs. And
absolutely,
they put some quality sticks in there.
I think I got to get in on that. I got to bomb some people.
Yeah.
This year. I think we do.
My friend's a part of the Cats, and he'll post on Facebook, damn, I just got bombed by so and so. Thank you so much.
And it's like 20 cigars.
Yeah,
yeah.
and
it's
good
nothing
cigars. Inexpensive
right.
or run of the dime stuff. It's stuff that's good and hard to get, and just you're like, damn, thank you.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Now, Jack, you recently, we were talking about this earlier, so you guys recently have come up with some Zycar cutters. Are those for sale, or are they strictly event type thing?
Strictly at events, and here.
And here.
We're going to
give two away in the next segment. How's that?
We have one for the Naya F8. Naya, by the way.
Naya.
Paul will get this right.
Naya.
Naya.
I thought it was
Naya.
I thought it was not.
Nah.
And then we have the same a blue Nea and a red Azan cutter. Very nice.
See, I like Azan because I can say
laser
Azan
engraved on
without
both
messing it
sides,
up.
And you partner with, if I'm correct, you partner with Zycar on those, correct? Kurt?
absolutely. My boy Nelson Boronat, the rep, the Florida rep, is a good friend.
Oh, that's pretty.
And
Show
does,
that off.
Does,
I will. Yeah, next segment we're going to give these away for sure.
Does good by us with those.
Yeah, a lot of manufacturers will have lighters branded after them as well. You've got a lot of branded lighters as well.
Lighters, ashtrays, tin signs. All
Yeah, I
that
mean, we
good
just,
stuff.
yeah, I mean, that 5-pack had a great little ashtray in that 5-pack.
It's kind of funny though. You never see a company branded like Draw Poker. Because I
Yeah,
could
no.
really use a Draw Poker, but like
we
never.
don't need that with PDR.
You know who had a cool? Somebody Miguel gave me one. The CAO had put out a complete poker set.
Poker set. I have it.
Yeah, and I gave it to my stepson, and
like
he uses it with his
card
friends.
play,
Yeah,
yeah.
it comes in a backpack.
Yeah.
I remember
Beautiful.
that. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, CAO.
Yeah, that's
CAO
a
did
good
some
one.
Cool.
But a draw
cool
poker
things.
you never see branded with a manufacturer for
The hell's a
obvious
draw-
reasons.
what's a
For
draw?
obvious
exactly.
reasons. What's a draw poker?
I could use one.
What is it?
What is
You
it? Draw?
stick it in the cigar. The draw poker.
Oh, I'm
Jesus.
thinking of a draw poker machine.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
like you poke the cigar to get a draw.
Maybe nobody's made it because we don't know what the hell it is.
Yeah.
Because we don't need a draw poker for our cigars.
It would be a little tough to see the logo on
Here's
that.
a
though.
box of our cigars and a draw poker. That
Have
doesn't
fun.
send a good message.
It does not.
The slogan on the box is "Have fun."
the worst marketing ever.
But let me
No,
ask
mine
kind of
has
a,
like a little wooden circle on the end of it, so you could put a logo on there. Not that I would recommend that you do that, but that would be one piece of swag that you would never get.
Somebody had done the what do they get? The Havana whatever that was like a roach clip.
Oh, okay. So like when you get down to
It was
the
a
end,
piece of
yeah.
metal,
down
and,
to the
and
nubby.
you kind of like stuck it in the side of the cigar, and
Yeah,
it
to
didn't
smoke
really
it down
take
to the
off.
nub.
But
No,
they were
yeah.
logoed.
I usually just use like a paper clip or
Coat hanger.
coat hanger. Yeah.
well, all right, I got a question for you, Paul.
Mm.
So we kind of hit some of the unusual swag, and then we've talked about the T-shirts and caps. Ballpark figure: how many cigar T-shirts do you have?
At least a dozen or maybe two, but not as many black hacker T-shirts that I get from the security conferences.
I'm talking cigar related.
Cigar related, probably a dozen or two.
Wow, I think I got about 30 over the years.
Yeah.
I mean, I have some Tarano. I have a Tarano golf shirt I still wear. Actually,
People get worn
Oh,
out
sorry.
on, but people
The
get
that
worn
black
out
one
on
with the
T-shirts.
white on the side.
That polo
Yep.
was real nice.
that was a nice shirt. Yeah.
I mean, unless it says "Smoke Naked" and has the Stogie Geeks under it, people get burnt out on T-shirts.
yeah, and I
we
have.
have
I
those.
think I have 19 caps. I counted
Yeah,
them.
caps. You get a lot of hats,
Didn't get
but
one
you know
of those
some of
either.
those hats are really nice, though. I have to
Smoke
say,
naked or
the hats that I've gotten
I never
are
got one
really
of those
nice.
smoke naked shirts.
Oh, we got them next year. We'll
Either
we'll
one
hook
of
you up.
us, you know.
they're $9.50.
We'll hook you. No, they're $19.95, but we'll work out a
$19.95.
deal.
Work out a deal.
For you, $23.95. It's fine.
Nice.
By the way, in the last break, they brought in some really big dude who's a Patriots fan. So go Patriots.
Is that
They
Big
brought in
Pete?
some he's
Yeah,
not
big-
here right now, but they brought in some reinforcements. So
That's right.
go Patriots.
Well,
I'm a
cool.
lover, not a fighter. What can I say?
Exactly.
So that concludes the Debonaire Ideal segment for this evening. We're going to take a short break, come back, and talk about our stogies for this week. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.